What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here with the week's hottest topics. This is going to be the hot topics for the week of March 7th through March the 12th, you guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just, talk about what's going on this week. All right, you guys. So, wasn't really a lot for me to talk about, but the biggest story that happened this week was on Sunday. It was the interview that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry did with Oprah Winfrey over on CBS. I know I saw people saying, "Why is it on CBS when Oprah has her own network?" I mean, number one, the ratings. OWN is not gonna. I mean, even though it is, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, OWN wasn't gonna pull in the numbers that CBS has. And then also, you guys do know that OWN has been sold to Discovery, so Oprah technically doesn't own 100% of OWN anymore. If you guys ever if you guys look at like Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville, always look at the bottom of that screen when they are trying to advertise to you the Discovery app. That's because OWN has been sold to them. But yeah, that's one of the biggest things. Money. They knew that people would watch CBS, and that's what happened because it was the talk of the town, and it was also the talk over the pond too. So I initially did not watch the interview like when it happened. I watched bits and pieces of it, but I was mostly watching Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine at that time. But I did, tune in to, see some of it. Interesting interview. I do also find it, very interesting that people were so shocked about the fact about the blatant racism. And I'm just like, really? Colonizers? That word doesn't ring a bell to you guys, but if people were shocked, that's I'm not gonna sit here and attack. I wasn't. I think there were some things in the interview that did stand out to me. The one thing that stood out to me, and I've been seeing people, who are criticizing Meghan Markle on social media, like there's this one alleged. I'm gonna use air quotes when I talk about this person because he's supposed to be a comedian, but he's number one not funny. Number two, his comedy is always about politics. He supports who. His comedy is all politics. He laughs at his own jokes, which are terrible, and then the laugh is like, how you have those canned laugh tracks? That's what his laugh is like. I'm not saying his name on this channel because he doesn't. I'm not gonna give him any kind of, shine. If you know what I'm talking about, he's a black man. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I was looking at it, because I follow some people who troll him, and I was looking at some of the comments, and there was this one that stood out to me talking about Meghan Markle. She's only now using her, blackness. I'm like, and they were like, when she was acting, she never portrayed a character that was black, and I'm like, and I actually have to stop and tweet to this person. I'm like, you must don't really know her that well, because I will send you to a television show that came on USA called Suits, where she played the paralegal Rachel, and Rachel was very much biracial. Rachel's father was black, her mother was white, which is the opposite of what Meghan Markle's background is. It was just like, wow, you guys just really hate anybody at this point, huh? And then you feel blatant with your racism. I think that's what gets to me at this point in time, is that people are just blatant with their racism. And then if you have someone that looks like me, facilitating that racism, that's what bothers me, is when you have a black person saying something ignorant about black people, and then it allows some racist white people to come up under your comments and say, "Oh, you said what I couldn't say," or you said what I was thinking. That's what really bothers me, is when they say, "Oh, you said something that I know I couldn't say." Why do you know you couldn't say it? Because it's what? Racist. So in the interview, they were talking about it, and they did make a point to, I think actually the next day, Oprah, she was on, the talk show with Gail, and she was like, when they were talking, Harry and Meghan did let it be known that the Queen was not a part of any of this stuff, because one thing that they said was the fact that when she was pregnant with Archie, that they were, talking about how his skin color would be. And then also one person in this comedian's comment said Meghan Markle is 25% black. I'm like, 25% black? How in the hell is she 25% black when her mother is black and her father is white? That is 50-50. You might want to go back to school and learn more. I mean, you might want to go back to elementary math. That is, she's biracial. She's half. She's half and half. She's half black. She's half white. But 25%. And they were like, well, she's white, and that baby's gonna be, and Prince Harry is white, so the baby's automatically gonna be white. That's not the case. Do you guys not know about genes? I mean, damn. Not only did you fail math, but you failed biology as well. I mean, because I'm not even gonna go into it. So that was one thing. And then she was talking about the fact that, she felt suicidal and she went to the firm to try to get help and they wouldn't get her help. I'm like, that is terrible. But if it was Kate Middleton, I'd be all up in arms. Y'all would be doing that, doing whatever it could. See, I hate to say that, but I feel like if it was Kate, they would be, jumping at the bits to get that woman some help. But God forbid, it's Meghan Markle. Oh, she's fine. Honestly, I'm glad that they got out of this situation. It could have been a lot worse. And then, let's talk, since we're talking about this, let's go ahead and just jump into Piers Morgan. So Piers Morgan has been one of Meghan Markle's biggest critics. And, he was on Good Morning Britain, I believe that's what it was. And one of his co-hosts called him out, and I'm so happy that the co-host called him out. So Piers got up and walked off set, not like a little 2-year-old. When they don't, when you say something that they don't want to hear, when you tell them no, basically. And he walked off set. So then on social media, people started digging up interviews that he had did where he said that he and Meghan Markle had went out once before, and he put her, at the end of the night, he put her in a cab. That cab then went to a party that Prince Harry was at, where she met Prince Harry. So Piers is just in his fee-fees because you got dissed. Like, dude, it happens. Get over it. Like, it ain't the end of the world. So what, a woman didn't want to be with you and she moved on to the next man. Damn, let it go. And then Sharon Osbourne. So Sharon Osbourne, it's cool that you want to be on Piers Morgan's side. That's fine. Have no issue with that. But you got to deal with the repercussions that come from that, and she's dealing with it. Do I believe that Sharon Osbourne is racist? No, I don't. I really don't think she's a racist. She could be racially insensitive, but I don't think she's a racist. Now, the thing that bothered me with Sharon Osbourne was she was having a conversation with Cheryl Underwood. Now, when she sat there and told Cheryl, and don't you, tell me what I've done that's so racist, and don't you cry. Excuse me? See, Cheryl is better than me. She's professional. I would have said, I would have checked Sharon in a professional manner, because I would have been like, okay, Sharon, you don't tell me how to control my emotions, number one, but I will tell you I don't believe it. And Cheryl said, I know you, I believe, you're my friend, and you're not racist. And before I tell her don't cry, that bothered me. That really bothered me. Didn't sit well in my spirit when she told her don't cry, and don't you cry. If I do, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, you ain't gonna beat me up. You're not gonna touch me. Like, why you? It was really aggressive the way she said it to me. It just came out really harsh. And don't you cry. Kind of like when your mom, when you get, as a kid, when you get a whooping, and mom tell you don't you cry, you better not cry. Cause my mom used to always tell me, I'm like, you just hit me. You whoop me with whatever, a belt or a switch, and you tell me don't cry? Make it make sense. But yes, Cheryl. Cheryl's a little bit better than me. Like I said, I would have told her in a professional way, like, that's not the way to talk to me. but I can definitely address, the question that you asked me, but that's not the way to get my attention. Period, point blank. Let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys. Next, let's talk about All-Star Weekend. Man, y'all really showed out down there in Atlanta over the weekend. The first thing that I saw was those clubs. The clubs, they were packed. I don't know if I said this to you guys. I probably did. Um, yeah, I did. I did say it to you guys. So, if I get accepted to Clark Atlanta, I might potentially have to move to Atlanta in the fall, and that just kind of freaks me out just a little bit because Atlanta is open. I mean, Texas now is open as well. Ugh, ugh. But I don't even know what area what area to go to in Atlanta to live. Like, that's one thing. I have to uproot my whole entire life here, but it is what it is. But yeah, y'all showed out down there in Atlanta. Also, the girls who rented that U-Haul van and had a time of their life in that U-Haul van. Hilarious. Hilarious. The videos that I saw about that, it was just hilarious. Then I think I saw some people at a traffic light fighting. It's just like y'all showing y'all asses down there in Atlanta. It is crazy. Super crazy. But funny nonetheless. But I mean, I hope everybody that went to Atlanta, I hope you guys, I know most of y'all didn't wear masks, but I hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys will go get COVID testing so that you guys know that you're not passing it on to somebody else that you love. You just got to be safe, you guys. I mean, I know we all want to get back to normal life and have fun, but, let's do what needs to be done. If you're going to get the vaccine, let's get the vaccines. Because I know that they're saying now with the vaccines that if you have gotten your vaccines, at this point they're saying you can, be in small groups. I don't know if they said how big the groups can be, but you can be in groups without your mask on. So we're making some strides, you guys. We're gonna get there. We will eventually get there. Um, yeah, as soon as I'm able to get a vaccine, I'm getting it. I want this to be over with, and I just want to get back to some sense of normalcy. Honestly, you guys. So it is what it is. But let's move on, you guys. This video might not be that long this week. All right, guys, then let's do a little bit of Verzuz talk. So there is a battle that's going on next Saturday, and it will be between Raekwon and Ghostface Killah. Are y'all watching that? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no intentions of watching it. 0. Not a 1. Are you? I can't even tell you a Raekwon song. Actually, I really can't tell you a Raekwon song. I'm trying to think of a Ghostface. I know Ghostface Killah, but I can't think of any song of his off the top of the dome either. Raekwon. I feel like I know a Raekwon song, but I just... let's see. Raekwon. It is what it is. Are y'all watching? Because I can't think of anything. As you know what, you guys, I'm gonna pause here just for a second. All right, you guys. So, yeah, Ghostface Killah, Raekwon. Y'all watching? Let a brother know in the comment section below. Oh, that went together. So also, since we're talking about Verzuz, we have to talk about the fact that Swiss Beats and Timbaland have sold Verzuz to, is it Triller, whatever it is. You guys know the social media app. Actually, wasn't that app before TikTok? Can't remember. Because I do remember seeing people use that app like a lot. But yeah, they've sold Verzuz to Triller, whichever one it is. So they have equity stake in Thriller, whatever it is, and as well as the 43 other performers who have appeared on Verzuz over the last year. They all have a stake in it. I think that's a good move for them. You guys might hear that plane that just flew over my apartment. I think that's a good look. I know I saw in the comments on the Shade Room, people like, there they go again. Yeah, I was talking about being black-owned businesses. I mean, I don't care. I mean, it's a social. It's not even like a action. I mean, it's a platform, but it's a platform that's on Instagram. So I don't know if they were making money from it or not. That's one thing I don't know. Were they making money from it, and were the artists who were going on there getting paid for it? I don't think that the artists were getting paid. I think they were just doing that, for the love of the music. So I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was profitable or not. That I don't know, because it's not like it's a television show where there are ad sponsors or anything like that. Well, there are some sponsors, so it might be paid, but I don't know who gets paid in that, because I know Ciroc has been a part of it. That's the biggest Ciroc, Apple. So I don't necessarily know if they were getting paid. That is one thing. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that's the latest with Verzuz. Let's move on to some small talk, you guys. All right, you guys, small talk. The first thing, let's talk about it. Khloe Kardashian's new face. I don't really like to talk about people's looks or anything like that, because I don't think I'm the best looking person, but ooh, it's her nose and her lips. At a certain point, I feel like when it comes to, I don't, I'm here for, if you get plastic surgery, I don't have a problem with that. That's your, business and your decision. But I think you can get to the point where you go overboard with it. Because at a certain point, you got to sit down and be like, you know what? Perfection is something that we can't attain. So at a certain point, you just got to be like, I'm not going to have the perfect face. I'm not going to have the perfect body. I'm not going to have the perfect anything. But I have to love what I do have. And I don't know if she's at that point. And I don't think she will ever be at that point. Because I just don't think she loves her. She could, but you just chiseling away at your face. Like I said, at a certain point, you just gotta get to the point where you like and love what you see in the mirror, because you're not gonna be able to fix it. Because anytime you look in the mirror, you can be like, oh, I don't like this about myself, or oh, I don't like that about myself, or oh, I don't like this, I gotta fix this, and you're gonna be continuously fixing things on your face to the point that you are unrecognizable, i.e., Little Kim. I don't know what Lil Kim has done to her face and her body. Lil Kim, who else? That human Ken doll. Oh God, that man is hideous. Again, like I said, I don't like to talk about people, but the human Ken doll. Have you saw that? Have you guys saw that, man? The human Ken doll. I just don't know. I don't know why anybody would want to look like a plastic doll. Why would you want to look like a doll? And honestly, he doesn't even look like Ken. He doesn't even look like Ken. He looks like a waxed figure. But again, hey, you guys, like I said, you guys gotta love what you see when you look in the mirror. If you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, you can fix it. But just know that when you do fix things, it's not gonna be quote unquote perfect. There'll still probably be some imperfections. You have to love all of your imperfections. And that's one thing I want to say. The next thing to talk about is I want to give a congratulations to Cardi B. Her, single Bodak Yellow that has gone diamond. She is the first woman, in rap to ever do that. So congratulations to Cardi B. When her EP came out, what was it, Gangsta Bitch Volume 1 and 2? I listened to that and I was like, oh, this ain't for me. So I skipped it. But when Bodak Yellow came out, I will say at first Bodak Yellow, it had to grow on me, but after a while I'm like, okay, that's my shit. I love it. I love, Bodak Yellow, love that. Um, the one with 21 Savage, love that, love Money. What else? I mean, her first album was a bona fide hit. Now, this upcoming album, I hope it's good too. But I will say the song Up, that song it's starting to grow on me just a little bit, but I'm not, I'm not like, oh, I got to listen to Up. Nah, it's alright. It's okay. So I do hope that the second album lives up to the hype of I hope it's good, just as good as the first album. Um, then let's give a congratulations to Chloe and Halle Bailey. They are the newest ambassadors for Neutrogena. So congratulations to those two, and a big F you to Matthew Knowles for his comments about Chloe, or was it one of this is his comment about her being similar to Beyonce. Matthew, we don't care about your opinion. I don't even know why people still talk to Matthew Knowles at this point. Like, no one cares about his opinions. But whatever. And then the last thing we're going to talk about, you guys, is the Coming to America movie. Have you guys saw the movie? I'm not going to give any spoilers in this. I'm just going to tell you that the movie was, it doesn't compare to the original, Coming to America, which I didn't expect it to. It was good for what it was. I've only watched it once. I might go watch it again. I don't know. But it was really good. I will say that my girl Leslie Jones, love her. Love her. She was good in the movie. Tracy Morgan, I liked him. Wesley Snipes. Oh my God. Wesley Snipes, loved him. Tiana Taylor. I liked her in the movie. Her character, I just would not want somebody like her character. No. Kind of like Vanessa Bell Calloway's character. I just would not want somebody like that. But yeah, the movie was okay. It wasn't like, oh my God, I gotta see it again. But it was good for what it was. I watched it Sunday actually. I watched it Sunday before, everything else came on. It was okay. It was a good movie. It wasn't like ta-da, amazing, but it was good for what it was. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie, and that is going to wrap it up for us here this week, you guys. We do this every week, same time, same place. Remember, you guys, like this video, leave your comments in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel, also go subscribe to the Player channel, and I will catch you guys later on for the reviews for Bell Collective and Life After Lockup. And that'll wrap it up for us until Saturday for Love and Marriage Huntsville. All right, you guys. So I hope you have a good one, you guys. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask and socially distance. And we are going to get through this together, you guys. Bye.